Cyrus the Great, known as Qurash in Persian, is one of the most celebrated figures in Iranian history. As the founder of the Persian Empire, he left a legacy that shaped the ancient world. However, the lighter side of historical figures often goes unexplored. Imagine, if you will, what Cyrus might have been like during mealtime, an ambitious king trying to maintain his formidable stature while facing the inevitable culinary chaos of royal banquets. This humorous exploration dives into the potential dietary habits and food-related mishaps in the life of Cyrus the Great. The scene opens in the grandiose feasting hall of Persepolis, with its towering columns and vibrant tapestries. Every meal was an event, a grand occasion where nobles and advisors came together to celebrate the king's latest triumphs. The table would be awash with an array of dishes: roasted meats, aromatic rice, dried fruits, and honey-sweetened desserts. Finding a seat at this opulent banquet was no easy task, especially when everyone attempted to impress Cyrus. However, when it came to his meals, Cyrus had some eccentric dietary preferences that set him apart from ordinary men. Followers often speculate that, despite being a powerful leader, Cyrus had a surprisingly whimsical attitude toward food. He believed that maintaining a balanced and varied diet was the secret to his success. Thus, his meals were not only about nourishment but also about experimentation. As Cyrus's reputation grew, so did the grandeur of his meals. At a particularly lavish banquet, the kitchen staff was tasked with preparing an extravagant meal. Dishes ranged from delicate stuffed grape leaves to honey-glazed lamb. However, it quickly became apparent that not everyone had mastered the culinary arts. Picture the head cook fretting about the main course, nervously glancing at a massive roast that had been over-seasoned with spices, a laughable melange that could knock a fly off a wall. As Cyrus prepared to take a bite of the overly salted roast, one of his trusted advisors, fearing for the king's taste buds, inadvertently reached for the water jug, only to tip it over and drench the royal tablecloth instead. The guests erupted into nervous laughter, but Cyrus, maintaining his composure, took a bite of the roast and dramatically proclaimed, "I declare this roast will do wonders for my next victory on the battlefield, or at least make my enemies laugh." Cyrus's desire to maintain a perfect physique for battle led him to take an interest in the latest dietary trends. It's rumored that he summoned the wisest philosophers and most skilled chefs of the empire to develop a royal diet. However, the philosophies didn't align perfectly with taste buds. Imagine him listening intently to a learned sage preach about the virtues of lentils and barley, while his mouth watered for roasted pheasant and sweet pomegranate. One day, an overly ambitious chef decided that the royal diet needed a boost of creativity. He presented Cyrus with a dish that was essentially a fruit salad mixed with a fermented dairy product. "My king," he confidently declared, "this will enhance your vitality." As Cyrus took a tentative bite, his face morphed into a bizarre blend of surprise and disgust. The guests burst into raucous laughter, and Cyrus exclaimed, "I have conquered lands, but this fruit salad might just conquer me." Cyrus's feasts took a competitive turn when he challenged his chief general to a friendly eating contest. The objective? To see who could consume the most royal delicacies. The hall filled with hearty laughter as dishes were stacked high, and the ambience turned festive. As the competition progressed, both Cyrus and his general began to struggle with the sheer volume of food, with Cyrus dramatically gasping for breath amid bites of honeyed figs. "Perhaps we should consider a new strategy," he joked. "Instead of conquering lands, we shall conquer appetites." The banquet turned into a comedy of errors when, at the battle's peak, Cyrus suddenly burst into laughter, unable to maintain seriousness. "I declare victory to my general, for I think I have lost to my own appetite." Imagine the tales of Cyrus's ridiculous culinary adventures spreading throughout the empire. generations of people might have retold the stories of how Cyrus, the mighty king, faced culinary disasters with wisecracks and laughter. His dining etiquette would have inspired future leaders to keep their meals lighthearted and full of humor. Eventually, the meals evolved into elaborate displays of humor, where guests would bring their own silly dishes to share. Food became a means of bonding and a source of laughter, transforming royal banquets into celebrations of both culinary excellence and comedic charm. In retrospect, Cyrus the Great's alleged royal diet serves as a delightful reminder that even the mightiest of kings were not immune to the joys and hazards of mealtime mishaps. While history depicts him as a formidable ruler and tactician, the comedic anecdotes of his dining adventures add a layer of relatability to his legacy. As viewers enjoy this humorous exploration of Cyrus's culinary conquests, let them be inspired by the notion that amidst battles and royal duties, a good laugh, and perhaps a delicious meal, is the secret to greatness. Encouraging fellow YouTubers to keep their content engaging and entertaining, the stories of Cyrus the Great's mealtime follies can serve as a light-hearted bridge connecting layered history with modern humor.